Okay, hey, sorry. Fun build today.
Fucking big build.
Yeah, so, you. Okay, so with our VS4-10 Pro Origin Black kit, I was talking to Ryan and Eliminator RC, and the only thing on it that is not billet, that we wanted to be billet was the shock towers. They're plastic. We ordered these in. Fortunately, they do not make them in a black, so I'm going to find somebody that can strip them and re-anodize them for me so we can get them to match the truck. But they're going to go on the truck in silver for right now, so they might stand out with the black edition. Not a big deal. We also picked up the Vanquish VFD Hertz Dig in black, which was nice. They're very tough to get your hands on, so we were able to have this. Ryan had it in stock, so we'll scoop that up. For our servo horns, we went the Vanquish 25 Terry with a 20mm one. This is what they recommend to use in the kit. And we have the V2, or this one is for the shifting servo for the Hertz Dig. Whenever we do a paint job, we always use Tamiya paints around the shop, because Tamiya paints, Tamiya product, Tamiya masking tape, Tamiya paintbrushes, Tamiya for everything if you want your paint to come out good. There is other brands. We use Tamiya. EC3 connectors are our favorite in shop. They don't get stuck together. They're really easy to solder. You can do ghetto solder like I do and just use a propane torch, heat it up, put some solder and some flux in there, jam it in there. Remember, if you're a child, we're going to have to, if you watch this video, so don't watch this. We're going to go with the Spektrum SR15 515 5-channel receiver. You can tell it's a sport because it's got aerodynamics built into it.
Super aerodynamic.
It's been too fast. This will gain this.
We got those in our drag cars.
See that profile?
We got those in our drag cars.
Yeah, this is what in the drag car this gain does, probably 10 seconds in the quarter mile.
10 whole seconds.
What I mean, shaved. For steering servo, we are going to go with the Reefs RC 422 HD. Like that, like Vanna. It's kind of dark here. 422 HD. These are 422 ounces, 7.4 volt. The only thing I didn't like on it is it has a plastic top cap to it with an aluminum core that looks like they colored that after the band on a condom. Don't like that. Ugly. Ugly. But we ordered the Mr. Comma D scale Vanquish LS motor to go over top of that, so that's going to be a non-issue. This is my scale motor. It's right here. You see it?
Yeah.
When it shows up, it will be right here, so we'll get back to that. This is going to be the servo that does the shifting of the Hertz Dig. It is the Spektrum S6230. 311 ounces at 6 million volts for that one.
Yes.
And this is our Reefs Servo RC 422 HD. Full billet case, like I would have liked to see the other one. And this is the servo winch with the drum on the outside. I thought it would have had the drum on the inside. I like that style better, but this is going to work great for that build with the drum on the bottom. I hear from reading on the interwebs that the winch line in here is made out of strung pubic hair and will not last long at all, so we're going to have to replace that right out the gate. They may have upgraded it, but yeah, I think they did. This one says it's made out of 7-foot red-headed child hair. So yeah, that's definitely been upgraded. And we're going to be popping that in there. Now, to power the pig, we're going to put the Mamba X. Pick this up there, sorry. Mamba X Extreme 110 scale waterproof electronic speed control paired with the Inscision 14 series motor. There's a motor and ESC in here. Simple enough. It's a 2850 kV. I think somebody told me today. 2850 kV, so that means on 3S she'll go pretty good. It is 6S capable. So if we're not happy on 3S, we'll just bump it up to 4S. This unit does run the aux cable, which you can plug into an open channel on your receiver. That's why we have the 5-channel receiver, so you can control things like drag brake and such off the radio. So if you want to hoot around with the truck, you could shut the drag brake off, rock and roll, and then get back into a crawling situation. You can actually adjust the amount of drag brake so the truck can just kind of cruise down the hill on its own. It's really nice. Cool setting. I've used these now in a few trucks. We're going to be using those in all our trucks. To control it, I had to pick up my DX4 is like 1,000 years old. The stalactites are starting to grow inside of it, and it no longer works no more. So we had to pick up this, what is it called? Horizon Hobbies DX5 Rugged. That's a version. You can throw it in the ditch, beat your child that should be watching this video with it. And it has a small tire and what is it called? Thumb support. I thought this was a special camo edition when I looked at it, but somebody just took a dump on it. That is what a radio looks like after you've dumped on it. So. It does not come with the SR515 into it, but there has a place where you can put a cross joint in the back, or if you need to crucify a motherfucker, you're ready to go.
Right there.
Right there. Bam!
Bam.
You pull that out when it's tight on the trail. We are going to paint this thing black with some orange. Primary color is going to be black with some orange and a little bit of gunmetal gray. Beauty is two of us building it. Jesse can do the build. I can figure out the paint job, which usually takes just as long as the build. Here we have some generic box art of the truck. Looks snappy and gold. Bam! The cool thing about the truck is the grille was actually built around to have the Q Series rigid LED headlights in there. And I still have a set of those kicking around after 5-6 years of them not being on the market. So we're going to throw those in there and be one of the very few trucks that have them in there. Get the flex. Get the flex in the RC game.
Yeah.
Right there. The black ones right there. Oh, bam. Yeah, the grill was designed for these headlights to actually mount right into it, and it's going to look sick with them. I see tons of these trucks without the headlights in them because you can't get these for like 5 years now. They're very old. My wife was very cool and bought me all the ones that the local hobby shop had, like 4 sets at like $150 a pop for Christmas. So we're good. Jesse, tell them.
We're good.
We're good.
We're good.
We're good.
Look at the other things.
There's this is the Vanquish. Can't even see that without lighting.
Can you guys see?
No.
Can you see?
This is the box art on the other side of the box.
Gears and motors.
Yeah, so this VFD transmission from Vanquish products is designed for optimal balance, performance, scale, appearance, strength, and versatile optimal accessories. The VFD design place the motor forward and the lowest center of gravity. What they're not telling you in here is it gives you a 6.5% overdrive to the front axle right at the gate. So that's going to help with going downhill, with going uphill. It just helps everywhere. Some guys argue and say that side hilling, it becomes an issue. But if you can drive and you get used to the truck, you just put the front end a little higher than the rear in a side hill and buggy. So yeah, doesn't tell you anywhere in here about the 6.5%. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Everyone's excited.
Everyone's excited. I need a knife. You know what, let's take it back. We see Night Custom Scale Builders Guild. Matt and Jay are both involved on the build, which is kind of nice. They're good guys. Buy lots of products from Night Customs for a lot of our builds. We follow Matt on each other at the time. Go inside my box. Whoa. Remember, this channel's not for children. Don't take that wrong. Okay, so yeah, body pieces. Pre-cut fenders, already pre-laser cut fenders, laser cut tray. This is the interior piece that runs from the back to the front with the dash and the seats and everything. Pretty cool how they did that. This is your tire package. Pre-cut body. It's already nice, it's done, and get washing that and getting that ready for paint. There's the D-bag. Everybody likes to find the D-bag first.
The D-bag.
It always shows itself first.
The D-bag.
This is the heavy one. The A1 bag. Steak sauce. Jeez, nice light axles. Okay, non-kidlets and piglets, let's put this thing together, huh?
All them pieces.
Okay, we're gonna get this camera mounted up, get this box empty, and get this thing cracking. Like I said, Jesse's gonna start the build. Talk shit while we build it. Probably just mute it and watch forward because it's, you know,
All right, and here we are. We are going to start.
this adult orientated.
It's adult orientated. So if your child,
how many
go away.
adult dollars this cost?
All right, so we're going to start with the front axle.
Couple touch my pee-pee.
Open bag, A1 and A2. All right, I won't do that.
Okay, guys, we're going to cut that video off right there. That's enough of that BS. We're not going to build a kit bag by bag. That is kind of lame. So yeah, truck's done, obviously. We'll start with the radio. We got the limited edition Spektrum DX5 Rugged, allegedly water-resistant radio. I just got it because it was orange. I hated it at first. It kind of had a few errors and was a little bit slow with loading up the firmware. Every time, like when I first turned it on, go through the settings, the box would be highlighting blank, empty spaces. Settings weren't falling into place. It just wasn't working great. The slide thing on the back was working like absolute crap. Turn it on 3-4 times, and now actually it seems to work pretty good. So we're liking that. It's got storage on the back. You can put a cross wrench and maybe an Allen key or two in there, but definitely the wrench is already in there. Comes with it. Nice big grip. You can fit another finger in there. So if you have 6 fingers, perfect radio for you. And yeah, we're thinking about changing out this Spektrum plastic bar to a nice finished titanium link from Vanquish. So yeah, VS4-10, she's come around, done. Came out really nice. We basically bought this truck so we could put these QLED lights to use on the front of the grill. Yeah, painted the rad it comes with. Everything on the truck is how it comes factory. The wheels are the factory wheels. We've just painted them gold. Hit them with a flat clear, give them some nice detail. Paint job is black, orange, gunmetal, and flat black. Interior wise, we have laid it up with a we'll get some better pictures of this. You know what, Jess will just edit some pictures of that in. We'll get the interior done in there. We'll throw the pictures in as I'm talking. Rear windows done. We get a couple rifle and shotgun set up in the back, looking pretty good. Rear deck, we just added this checker plate on the sides and did a flat clear over top, everything in the back, make it stand out. It's the black edition, so it comes with the black axles. Very nice truck. We outfitted this truck with the Castle Creations Mamba X speed control with the, is it the Slate, I think it is? I think it's a Mamba X Yeah, Mamba X Link Control. I think it is a... I can't remember what it is, what KV. I think it's like 18 or 1900, something around there. I'm not sure. Anyway, Castle Creations motor in it. We went with a Reefs RC 422 HD winch servo hooked up to the winch. Ran a nice piece of aluminum tubing in the bottom end so we could feed the line down to the winch spool. I had to 3D print the spacers right here for lifting this up high enough so actually under full compression it would clear at the front end. And we have the 422 HD. Oh, sorry, that's the 422 HD steering servo. I think this one's the 455. Oh no, they're both 422s. Yeah, 422 HD steering servo, 422 HD servo winch. Nice and simple. We're using a Spektrum S6320 shift servo for the Hertz Dig. We are running the Hertz Dig on the rear. You can see it down there, or the linkage for it anyhow. It's pretty badass combo setup. Truck with the dig and the winch, damn near almost untouchable. Especially with the Vanquish with the VFD transmission. It's super low center of gravity. The transmission actually rides right here, in beside, as low as it possibly can in the front end. Most trucks have it sitting in the middle, up high. These guys have laid them down the motor, actually sitting right back in here. So, it'd be nice to get out on the rocks and run it. But yeah, pretty decent. Threw some lube on the wires, tucked everything in the radio box in the back. We had to pick up 2 servo extensions for the front servos to make them run to the back. A lot of guys are adding another radio box on the side, and we just wanted a nice clean look. We do need another spot to put a small battery so we can run the lights that are on the body. As I said before, it's a black edition, so black Curry F9 axles with the offset pumpkin. The offset pumpkin is key for this truck because where the motor position sits. Inscision dry shafts in it. Pretty much, yeah, it's pretty much the best of the best. Excuse me, right out the gate. Yeah, and the price pretty. Everybody, you know, they're $1,000 here. If you're going to buy the 2 axles alone, that's going to cost you $700. So you might as well buy the rest of the truck for $1,000. It just only makes sense. So it's a good deal when you look at it that way. Shock springs, a little bit light. When the truck is upside down, it won't even support its own wheels without a lot of extra preload on the spring. Some guys like them being that soft. We prefer them being a little bit more rigid. You can hold the truck up a little bit better. But besides that, you know, like springs are changeable. But yeah, I've almost got them completely tapped out for adjustment. It's still really soft, like nothing to it, which is good. Truck's light. Wheels and tires. The wheels. Very not impressed with them. They are skinny, I'll give them that, but just the style and design with these bead lock screws sticking out is very 2009. It is Vanquish. I know they do make better rims, but I kind of did expect an actual, you know, a decent rim to come with these. These are obviously rebranded junk out of China, let's face it. We do have Vanquish rims on order for it. We got bronze rims coming for it, so with the gold rims right now, just kind of closest thing you can get to until they show up. Yeah, those should be in hopefully this week. I believe they're the 109s, not sure. But yeah, with the QLEDs in the front end, look yeah, really nice. Shot on the front end. Yeah, we're time to get it out. I have a rollometer coming from Scale Built RC, and we have a dash coming from Scale Built RC that we're going to redo the dash interior, get the steering wheel set up higher so we can actually fit a driver into there. Right now the steering wheel is almost touching the floorboard inside, so yeah, that'll be a project. Once we get into customizing it, we'll show you the videos on that. We don't need to show you guys a build video because we've all seen 1,000 of bag videos. So, yeah. I think that's that, Jesse. Take it from the top, dude. Okay. Oh. Yeah, the wheels are okay. But hey guys, how's it going? As you can see, today we're not filming a video for children. Kappa! Okay, so yeah, we're filming a very adult-based video today with no swearing. Swearing?
Swearing?
Swearing and